because I didn't have time to make you guys a full-on video this week because I was en route, I've just thrown together this little farmhouse that I stopped at recently. And yes, that is the red bike you're seeing in the background. Yes, the mule has been retired. If anybody has any ideas of what to do with it, you can let me know in the comments, or if anybody really wants it, whatever, you can let me know. The bike still runs really well. I left it in perfect running condition, but it just has been having too much stuff to be going across country all the time anymore. The last 2 years I've had to fix too much stuff, and I got this one, so I'm riding it. Anyways, what we're gonna do right now is this was just a roadside stop for an old farmhouse, and take a look at this place, because ultimately your house is going to look the same way. They all do, unless they get torn down before then for some reason. So it's always occurred to me that these old places just show where the road actually ends at and what the true value actually is. I really love the way the trees are growing right from the inside out. Barn in the distance. Very old farmhouse. Gotta watch your step in these things. Basement. I'm not gonna bother with it because it's probably just a boiler. Look at this old heater. Ain't that cool? Kitchen, obviously. 2 stoves. An old microwave. And I guess this was the sink. Obviously. That was it. A little bathroom with just a tub. Don't see a shower. You have to watch the floors because these things have basements and you don't want to fall through. Was obviously a bedroom at one time. Living room, I'd guess. Maybe this was the living room. Look who's in the window. He no doubt lives here. Just a closet. Just a South Dakota farmhouse, an old one. They may come through here once in a while to go to the fields, but it doesn't look like they even store equipment here anymore. I guess I'll go look at that barn. We have another building over here too. My money says just for animals. Yep, it was. Stuff hasn't been used in a long time. Nobody's been here for a long time. Looks old. Well, pretty old. But it almost looks like it runs. Ain't that something? Backhoe. Little air compressor in the corner. And that's it for the exploration of my little long abandoned farmhouse here. And check to see if I picked up any ticks, and then move on. It's a Lakota graveyard. Indian territory here. We're on the res. Peggy Jean here, huh? She lived to be what? Like 39. That's a long time ago, 1877 to 2011. Somewhere died in, whoever that was, John in his 30s. Many of them are that way here. Well, here's one who lived to be 75, so that's good to see. This guy was born in 42, died in 69. So he died in his later 20s. And there's a lot of that in here. Teenagers, there's not that many of them that live to be near 70 in this particular graveyard that I've seen. But I mean, I'm not going to look at all the headstones, right? (1910 to 1911), so that's the baby. We've got a few of them along here. Here's a good one. Clara managed 70 years, huh? Well, there are those who died young in here. There's actually quite a few. There's a few that lived to be pretty old. A lot of the ones that, the babies that died were back around the early 1800s. So who knows what killed them. But I do know this much. Life on the reservation is not always easy. And, you know, there's a lot of drug problems, drinking problems, and, you know, and just degeneracy problems. I've seen it. But there's also a lot of really cool people, too. I've met them out on these reservations. I've spent time with them. So, but the teen suicide rate is extreme at this time, because I've heard it from them telling me about it. So it's a big problem. Anyways, that's a Lakota graveyard. And this, we got some kind of a casino across the street. And we got the church here. Something interesting about this church is it's always been wide open when I've come by. I've slept a night or two in that one. It's about weather out on the plains. You never know what's going to happen. Now they have new locks on them all, and they're all locked up. Interesting.